Hey, I am Jordan Harris. This is our budget. I had the men's and women's basketball team. Our men's basketball team consists of 13 players on full scholarship. We may add a couple of walk-ons later on, depending on our GPA, but we will have 13 people on full scholarship. We will be paying our head coach $800,000 in a $900 car allowance or vehicle allowance that he could use, or he could use our on-campus, our transportation car that we give him. He will have $800,000 to $900,000 to spend on his coaching staff. The extra 100 is just in case he wants to go out there and get that top tier guy for his assistant coaches or anybody valuable that he can bring onto the staff. But he'll pay his number one assistant coach $300K, and it goes down by $30K with each assistant coach. Video ops is the director of operations, $150. Student conditioning coach, $55. Graduate assistant will be on full scholarship, but we're getting $10,000 stipend. So that comes about to $1.8 million. Also, our traveling or our equipment. Basketballs, they're about $100 each now. So we will need 20 basketballs, one for each player, then you have a little bit left over. So it'll be $100 each, so that's why it comes to $2,000 for basketballs alone. But everybody will have about 2 or 3 pairs of each apparel. Shooting machines is $7,000. Accessories and jerseys comes to about $6,000. Then backpacks were pretty expensive. I wasn't aware it'd be that much more than jerseys, but backpacks are pretty expensive. Petty cash will come $5,000 for petty cash will come from tips. If we want to go out and have some time with each other and just get to bond a little bit on the road or at home, that's what the petty cash will be for. So that's roughly under $30K. Traveling is very expensive. Almost $500,000 just to travel. We'll take charter buses. We'll take charter buses to and from the airport. When we do reach our destination, we will have the charter bus in the other city to take us around where we need to go. Charter flights, we'll charter everywhere, nothing commercial. That's $350,000 for the whole season. And we're traveling to 17, 18 games. So, and this is not including the NCAA tournament or NIT tournament or anything that we do. Hotels, 45. Snacks and drinks, we have to get that on the road for the hotel. Road meals, if we don't, buy post-game meal or anything, we'll give them per diem. So we'll give them $80 a day for per diem. But it just depends on if they do eat breakfast, then the $80 will go down to $60 for lunch and dinner, and things like that. Next, we have our medical staff. We'll pay our team doctor $31,250. Our team doctor, he ranges from all sports. He'll be our team doctor for the women's basketball team. So we will give our men's basketball team will give them $31,250, just like our women coaches, our women's basketball team would do for the team doctor as well. So the athletic trainers make $62.50. So for the medical staff alone, just for men's basketball, is $156,500. Recruiting is pretty expensive. It'll round up to about $200K. So our total expenses in scholarship $300K for all of our players and graduate assistants. But for everybody and all the expense that we've done with the men's basketball team, it'll come to about $2.8 million. It's roughly the same thing with the women's basketball team. Women's basketball team, we're gonna have 15 people on full scholarship. We're gonna give our head coach $500,000 with also a $900 allowance fee for transportation. The assistant coach will get, the number one assistant coach will make $250. They'll go down another $30K each, and so on and so on. We have a graduate assistant, full scholarship, as well as a $10,000 stipend, and they'll be roughly under $1.3 million just for the coaching staff alone. So for women's basketball team, we will travel 28 people and not 24. We will travel 28 people because our men's team traveled 26. The reason why the women's team is traveling 28 is because you have the extra 2 players that's on scholarship for the women's team. And this consists of everybody on staff, from coaches to players to managers. They will travel 3 managers. A little blurry. The 3 managers, graduate assistants, athletic trainers or academic advisors, and so on and so on. So all our prices are pretty much going to be the same, but adding maybe a couple more $1,000 just because of the extra 2 people. Same thing with our charters, $350, taking the same plane. Meals, everything is exactly the same. Medical staff exactly the same. Recruiting slightly different. We're not going to be spending much on camps. Coach won't only use $8,000 for camps, but other than that, total expenses for women's basketball is $2.1 million.